Garage.
It has never been the best part of our home. And then
Uh-oh.
my four kids went away to college and then they came back. And then my garage is just an absolute disaster, along with all of our attic space. Somehow, all of their stuff ended up back in our home, and we have to do some serious purging. But somewhere there is a few minutes of a cassette where Hector's said, "Hey, Tony,
Yes, sir.
I understand you're busy. I understand you don't want to waste your time. But if I could just share an idea with you that would add an extra $250,000 to your retirement, that would at least be worth exploring. Would you agree?
Yes, sir. It sure will.
I mean, you would at least, if I could share an idea with you that would add an extra $500,000 to your retirement nest egg, you'd at least want to know about it, wouldn't you?
Sure.
That one line, I've never had anybody say, no, I don't want to know about that, ever. So it looks like Deepak shared with you an idea about sharing an idea with somebody. Is that right?
That is true.
That's big right there. Write that down if you want to win and use it.
And I was talking to Deepak and he keep asking me the same question over and over. What's your income going to look like this month? What's your income? So Deepak, I'll go over 25 just to let you know.
Good. Let's do that, man. We can do it.
Thank you.
Mm.
Ask me every time I
According,
talk to him, he don't talk anything else. So where your income going to be? Where your income going to be? So I said, okay. So thank you.
you are
That's
welcome.
right.
Anybody else?
Christian,
Okay. Thank you, Deepak.
just
I'm
one
so
quick.
glad you cut me off because I was going to say
I'm
something.
sorry, man.
No, I was going to say something that I probably shouldn't say, but it's okay. But go
No,
ahead.
but that would be good. You tell first, then I will say what I'm going to say.
Well, no, if I say, I mean, in my vision is Deepak, if I say, hey, does anybody have anything good to say? Everybody is like clamoring. Hey, I got something. Hey, I got something. Hey, I got something. You know what I'm saying? Not like crickets.
Crickets.
What the heck? It's like, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's like, I want to have something good to say. I got something good to say. You don't have anything good to say?
Good morning, Christian. I have a success story. This is
Awesome.
Nate Wilson on direct to J and Dumb on Under Ace.
Yeah.
I had a friend that joined the business with me. Got her started with her IBA. She was a client first, and we also I assisted a family member with coverage, and we have an appointment with her, a follow up appointment to get coverage on her husband because we're going to sit down with him as well next week when his schedule allows it.
Now
So you
this is
coverage for him as well.
This is interesting that you said they were a client first. Can you elaborate on that? Is there anything worth learning about there?
Yes, sir. So, my friend, I told her what I was doing in the area of finance. She only had coverage through her job, and she's planning on actually leaving that job. And I was telling her, I'm like, you do know when you decide to walk away from that job that you're not going to maintain that coverage for you and your kids because she's a single mom of two. And so, she was like, oh, like she didn't know that. So we sat down, did her mobile FNA, and she wanted to get that coverage to protect her family. And I followed up. We ended up having another conversation and just was letting her know, updating about the business, just catching up because we don't get a chance to talk as often. And she was like, "Wow, like what?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, this is what I do," because she works from home as a call center, and her job always gives her a hard time when it comes to taking care of her girls. And so she was like, well, like, I want to see what this is about. Like, am I able to do it? I'm like, yes, we can meet tonight. Even though it was late, it was a time difference. I said, yes, we can get you set up tonight. So that's what
That's
we
great.
did. And we're going to be getting her set up for her field training. And we already got her set up for her on You Can Pass, but we're also going to get her set up with her classes and everything so she can go ahead and get that license.
I love your energy, Z.
You got a million
Thank you,
dollar
sir.
attitude, man. You got
Man, that is
tonality. You
beautiful.
got
That energy,
enthusiasm.
you don't let that die.
Oh, and I'm also going to talk to my cousin because while we were on her appointment, she was actually very knowledgeable, asking a lot of questions. So I'm gonna follow up with my cousin I met with that I sat down with about the business because she wants a way to make passive income as well. So I'm gonna talk to her about that as well.
Beautiful. That's great job. Thank you for that.
Z,
Christian,
may I ask a question? Oh. Z, may I
Go ahead.
ask a question? This is
Yes,
Sharice.
ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
When you spoke to the husband and wife, did you speak to them as a couple or
No,
separately?
so my cousin, her husband wasn't available, so we just sat with her first because she didn't have coverage at all. But we're
Okay.
gonna follow up and we're gonna sit with her and her husband to put
Okay.
coverage on him as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I want to
Christian,
thank all our speakers yesterday, Saturday. They did a fantastic job. Yes, Ace, go ahead, buddy.
no, sorry, man. I'm in your town right
We
now.
missed you yesterday. I mean, Saturday, Ace.
Yeah, I'm at the Florida Keys right now. Did an event on Thursday and Friday, but that doesn't matter. One of the things that I was really concerned, Christian, was shoot, I do all these op meetings, right? And every day and that stuff like that. And my question to myself was, shoot, can they handle it? I'm like, yes, they can handle it. They've seen it long enough. So we were at 16 new associate when I came down on Thursday. We're at 25 right now. So I just want to send a shout out to all these people, including Jay and Dominique. That Yvette we had 4 people pass their tests last month. We have 4 people pass their test this month, and they recruited. Well, they got happily involved. I know you hate that word, but they got 16. What's 16 minus Deepak? What is 16 minus 25?
9.
25 minus 16.
9.
9.
9. So while I was away, they took over and they hired 9 new. They brought on 9 new associates outside of my help, which made me really excited. And we promoted. We haven't last year we promoted 1 district. Since January we promoted our second district. Lisa Castillo, she walked away with almost $1,000 bonus. Erica McCarn became a district, and now Shandaria. Zay, I call it Z, right? She's on track to becoming a district this month. I mean, so I just want to give a shout out to. So we developed 9 new associates since on Thursday. So I just want to share that, and 4 or 5 lifestyle. That's what I text Jay, man, share your success, man. But
I'm
we
on,
just want
man.
to.
I'm on.
Oh, there. Go
I'll
ahead.
share
Go
really
ahead. Go ahead.
quick. Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
after the event too, we have a young lady who just got started as well, and she decided to make a decision. She started reaching out to some people. She
Was
hired
she at the event?
online on
Okay,
Zoom. We had about
nice.
25 people on Zoom too. Our team alone, we had close to 25 people on Zoom. So
How
a
many
lot of
people
people.
did you have there live, Jay? Just curious.
One, I had Pierre, Lone Ranger, with me in person.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. And yeah, so she decided to make a decision. She said a few of our teammates reached out to us. They said they were fired up about having the opportunity to meet you too, Cap. They heard you speak. They heard Gordon speak. They heard some of these leaders speak who they haven't heard before, so them hearing stories and success stories from other people is really, really important. So she decided to make a decision after the event. She connected her brother with Dominique. They hired him on, and she went on 2 field training appointments, and she closed over things close to 1,200 in premium. So
Awesome.
she hit her senior rep promotion in literally one day. So
Awesome.
she's got $350 in her training bonus now. We got about 10 field training appointments lined up for this week, and still counting.
How many?
10.
That's
You got 10 field training appointments lined up for this week.
Yep.
Great
Excellent.
job.
We're about to take off for sure.
And Jay, you had 3.
In person?
Yes. I know you
You and
feel like
Domino and Pierre.
You and
Oh, yeah.
Domo and
You're
Ray,
together.
that's 28.
I always count my wife as my
A month ago, Ace and
Oh.
I got into a debate about this. It wasn't much of a debate, but how many people, Ace, did you have in your base shop there live? Just curious.
When
How many, Yvette?
Saturday,
Yeah.
4. 1, 2,
4 total. Okay, thank you. I just want to. There's an old saying that says you can't expect
What you don't inspect.
what you do not inspect. And our base had last time 23. This time we had 31
Awesome.
live. Shonda went from 13 to 17 live. And all I know is what, Shonda? I don't know a lot, okay? But I know one thing.
Getting a lot of people in person is always got to lead to something good. That's for sure.
Right, exactly, Jay. I know that if you get a lot of people showing up, somebody out of that group is going to get the message and do something.
That's it.
And I also know that if people don't show up,
They ain't gonna do nothing.
and stay in bed, they ain't gonna do anything. Okay? True or false?
True.
Had I not shown up, and by the way, I've told you this story. My first Saturday training, it snowed, and I wasn't gonna go. And the guy called me and said, "Listen, what do you mean snow? Snow ain't stopping us. Get your butt in the car and get your ass over here. You just put your you can't miss training." So I said, "Okay." Raul called me, Donnie. I said, "Oh, okay, I'll come." I thought it was canceled or something. It's snowing, you know. So I go to that meeting, and I don't know what happened had I not gone to that. And then the next week, I'm at Summit Lake Camp at my first big event, and I saw John Lennon and Mitch Clark and Ina Pollins and Andy Young. And by the lunchtime, I said, "This is what I want to do for the rest of my life." It was like bam, bam, bam. Boy, I showed up. Yeah. Had I not got that information, had I not saw these people, I said, that idiot's doing it. He made that much money. I said, if that guy can do it, I can do it.
Yep.
Right.
That idiot's making 10 grand a month. If he can do it,
I can do it.
And wait. What are you doing? Whole life is expensive. Term insurance is inexpensive. Would you rather have the inexpensive or the expensive? I'd rather have the inexpensive. How about you?
Mm-hmm.
You can keep your money at a bank and let the bank invest your money and lend your money and let the bank get rich. Or you can take your money, put it in this thing called a mutual fund and own the greatest companies in the economy and get 10, 11, 12%. And you can have your money double every 72 years, or you can have your money double every 6 or 7 years. So you can end up with a little bit of money, or you can end up with a lot of money. Which would you prefer?
A lot of money.
I'm going to take a lot of money. So is that what you guys do? Yeah, that's what we do. Does that sound like something you'd like to do? Yeah. Okay. What do I got to do? We got to show up to the meeting and learn how to do it. Okay, I'll show up. Where's the meeting? What time's the meeting? Anybody else? Thank you. Great job.
I want to say shout out to Kyla too. She's double-digit recruit already this month, and she actually has a lady who is on pace to double-digit recruit personally as well. So,
wow,
good job.
That's impressive.
Excellent.
I have a new license on Saturday. She became
who double digit recruited?
Kyla.
Kyla?
Yeah, through
Kyla
team.
Bruner double digit recruited.
Through team.
Wow. Woo! Now, Kyla, can I ask you one question?
Yes.
What is the key to turning recruiting into massive productivity and income and a dream life?
I would say getting their financial needs analysis done and showing our importance in what we do.
Okay. Getting them to be a what?
Crusader.
Yeah, they got to believe in what we do. And
Yes.
how do you know if somebody believes in what we do?
They become a client.
Correct. Now, what's the key from that point to building a great business?
They take you to see other people that will become a client.
Right. APR. And what that stands for what?
Appointments per recruit.
Exactly right. How many appointments should a new associate, what?
A new associate.
A new associate. We don't use new recruit. We use new associate. Why?
Because it sounds better.
It sounds better, right? And we want our business opportunity to what?
Bullshit.
We want it to sound better.
Right. Yes.
Would you rather have it sound better or sound worse?
Better.
Okay, we want it to sound better. So you're building Bruner and Associates.
Yes.
You're building your own agency.
Yeah.
Okay. How many training appointments should a new associate go on? What do you
I
think?
always tell my team at least a strong is 8 to 10, but at least 5.
Okay. When I think about what is it, Mario Munoz and Tanya Poe and Neil Gerfine, anybody heard of those folks?
Yeah.
They really moved up quickly. I remember, or what they taught is every new associate should take you on a minimum of, anybody have the number?
8.
Nope.
15.
10
Like
to 20.
15.
15, I think.
15 to 20.
15.
Yeah.
15 to 20. Now, if a person goes on 15 training appointments, when their license comes in, will they be prepared to go on appointments themselves?
Oh, they should explode.
They will be
Yes.
more prepared than if they take you on 2 or 3.
Right.
Yeah.
I always like to say if you listen to a song 5 to 8 times, you'll know the words and the lyrics, right? Versus if you only listen to it once.
That's right.
Mhm.
And in our business, in the area of setting appointments, or in the area of life insurance, or in the area of investments, there's only about 3 or 4 or 5 what?
Objections.
So once you go on a lot of appointments, the first appointment, you might get some objections maybe. Second one, you get on some more objections. But eventually, you start hearing what?
The same as
The
over.
same thing over and
Same
over.
thing.
Same objections or questions over and over again. And once you learn the answers, because you heard them, it's not like a surprise. It's not a shock. It's like you're waiting for them and you're ready for them,
Yep.
you know? So that's how you can go up with your business. Great job, Kyla. I pray that you're able to get these new associates in the field in their warm market. Why should they go in their warm market?
Because it's better than being in a cold market. And it's
one way to look
easier.
at it.
That's where you find
And
crusaders.
that's where you help your family. I think it's important to help your family.
That's to me, that's the only reason. That's the reason. You don't need any more reasons than that. If this doesn't help your brother and your sister and your mother and your cousin and your aunt and your uncle and your best friend, don't do the business. You're not doing the business to make money.
Right.
You're not doing the business to get a bonus. It's
Right.
nice to make money. It's nice to get a bonus.
Those
You're
are
not doing the business to get a promotion. It's nice to get a promotion. You're not doing the business to win the Broadmoor trip. It's nice to win the Broadmoor trip. Is that where they were going next?
Colorado.
Yes.
Something like that. Okay.
Yep.
It's nice doing that, but that's not why you do the business. Why are we involved in our business?
To help people become financially independent.
That's exactly right. Remember, it's purpose, vision for your life. Purpose. What are we trying to do? Help people become financially independent, win the money game, provide financial education. That's why, in order to win, you must do every day what stuff?
Stuff no one else does.
What Virginia Carter said, the mundane of the business. The mundane is going out there, setting appointments, prospecting, getting in somebody's warm market. It's like you can't. Virginia Carter actually used to say, you can't get bored with the little simple things that you have to do every single day.
That's
If
right.
If you get bored with that, you're not going to make it long term. So you have to. It sounds bad, Christian, but I'm quoting one of the legend builders. She goes, "You can't get bored with the mundane of I got to go prospect. No, I don't got to. I get to prospect. I get to do all the stuff there. But Christian, real quick, and I'll be quiet here. But I want to thank Kyla and Jay. They took over. And Kyla was like, "Hey, Ace, I'll do the 12. I'll do the 5."
Who was Kyla,
Jay,
coach? It was Kyla this time.
Oh, it was Kyla. So Kyla took over and helped the team unselfishly. She helped the team unselfishly. She goes, "Hey, Kyla, can you take over the calls?" Yep, absolutely. Log me into the Zoom, and I got it. So I want to thank him for that, for doing that. So, um, Kyla, you're gonna see some amazing things happen, man. This girl is just she went from Uggs to hugs. Okay, that's what I say, Uggs to hugs, man. Because this girl is just a monster, man, monster. So thank you, Kyla.
No problem, Coach. I hope you are enjoying yourself. You deserve it.
Appreciate it. Haven't had it. I'm here, Christian. I said, Christian, can I come over? Can I sleep over? He goes, No, I'm going to Maryland. I'm doing this. So, um, anyway, it doesn't matter. But
Well, Ace, I
I'm
had a
good.
super Saturday, bro.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? I had, and I've dedicated myself to come to Maryland,
I
leaving
got you.
paradise once a month to visit everybody. So
Christian, and I can see why.
It's
I can
paradise.
I can see why there's like, shoot, I don't want to. I'm at Joe Ortiz's house. He's $1 million earner, right? I'm like, good grief, why am I not living in Florida half the year? So, by the way, everybody, party at Christian's house next month, okay? Just to let you know, in Florida.
Yeah, let's go.
there is heaven on earth. That might not be your neighborhood, but there is. Okay. Anyway, so to win, you got to do the hard stuff. What's the hard stuff?
You got to prospect. You got to
Talking to
make phone
people.
calls, set
Prospect, show up.
appointments.
All right. So what's the big question?
Are you willing to do it?
And
How
How
often?
many
Matt,
people are you going to talk
Matt,
today?
How
that's right.
often?
There you go.
How many are you going to talk
If
today?
you're interested in winning, text me how many people you're going to call today.
That's it.
How many appointments you're going to set today if you're serious. I'll know who's serious by texting me.
I said
That's the hard part.
every day.
The hard part is how many people are you, not your people. How many are you going to call today? What are you going to do today? And then at the end of the day, doing what?
Reporting back what you did.
That's right. You're looking at, did you do what you said you were going to do? That's how you win in business. That's how you make your dreams come true. This is a chance for you to make your dreams come true. But if you don't set the appointments, if you don't do the appointments, guess what, Kimosabi?
You ain't gonna win.
That's right. So how do you get your mindset strong, tough, to go out there and do what you need to do? How do you do that?
You plug into these calls in the morning. You read, self-improve. You do what you say you're going to do.
I'm sorry?
You
do what you
set
say you're gonna do.
standards for yourself that
Yep.
you won't not hit.
Anybody else? How do you do it?
Well, my encouragement is you look at your goals, you look at your team goals every single day, you write them down. And every day you wake up and you say, are you heading towards it or are you running away from it?
Yeah.
That excites me the most.
Yeah, that's good, Tony. I like that. Because that's part of it. You got to have goals.
You have a vision. Okay, are you going towards it?
Write that down. You got to have some goals. You got to have clear goals. Got to have compelling goals. What are the keys to goals?
Specific, measurable, attainable.
Hopefully we're gonna be over here soon.
You got to be desirable, man.
We're gonna be. This meeting is going to be. This meeting is going to be over very soon. Okay, and then you're gonna have the day in front of you.
Yeah.
And you need to have some what?
Compelling goals.
Goals. Now my goal was I'm gonna go. I don't know what anybody's gonna do in Bruce's business. I didn't care what anybody else did, but I'm going to set 5 and I'm going to share this business I'm going to set 5 and then I'm going to do whoever shows up to the best of my ability. And I chose 5 a day. Why?
Because some other guy was doing it.
Because John Reese, who could barely speak, He mumbled, had no resume, was short and overweight, and he was making $20,000 a month. And I left that meeting saying, if that guy can do it, I can do it. But I had never set 5 appointments. So goals are, what are you going to do today? And when are you going to do it? And when are you going to do it by? So the first thing I did in the morning was the what stuff? The easy stuff or the hard stuff?
The hard stuff.
The hard stuff. Why do I got to do that? What if I don't do the hard stuff in the morning? When am I going to do it?
You're
Never.
Never.
Get that 1,000-pound phone up, baby.
Yeah, does anybody notice if you don't work out in the morning or set appointments in the morning or read your body, it might not get done?
My whole day feels off too.
There you go, Jay. Exactly
I don't
right.
feel good about myself.
I found it's like get the most important thing done in the morning.
Get
it over with. Because doing the appointment is easy. Killing the policy is easy. Doing an F&A is the easy part. Asking people the questions is the easy part. It's the hard part. Do the hard thing. Right? Okay? Now, how do you get your mind right?
You gotta feed it. Feed it positivity.
That's right. Whatever you put in is what's going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are you putting in?
The books you read and the people you associate with.
Yeah. And what do you want to keep? What do you want to keep in your mind all the time, like a driving force?
Where you're headed, your goals.
Okay, that's one thing, your goals and what's in it for you. But the driving force, to me, is
your people's
why,
goals.
Your purpose.
Your purpose.
Purpose. Yeah.
My driving force. Now, I don't know what your driving force is, but the thing that drove me was that.
Your why?
No, it's our purpose. It's, man, people are in credit card debt, man.
And families.
It's the K-shaped economy stuff. 10% of the people are on the line going up. 90% of the people are on the line going down. The people that are going down rent. They have a low-income job that's limited. They have no financial education. They have no financial coach. They have no investments. They have no equities. They have no environment. They have no chance. Without me calling them, chances are nobody else is going to call them. And certainly, I don't know what your attitude is about you, but I said, there ain't nobody calling them as good as me. There ain't nobody calling them as serious as Christian David. I have decided that this is what I want to do with my life. I want to help people win the money game. I want to help people grow their income. I want to help people change their family generationally. And I don't know if there's anybody else, if they are on a list of anybody else as dedicated as I am to help them. I understand that the people going up own the real estate, that they own the equities, that they have the high income jobs, or they have their own business. They have other people working for them. I want to help people go from the line going down, the people struggling, living paycheck to paycheck, living an average and ordinary painful life that I want to help them get on the right line. And if I don't call them, they ain't going to win. What's your attitude? Oh, I want a new couch? What's your attitude about people? Are you going to make a difference in people's lives or not? Is it all about you or is it about others? I feel a great sense of responsibility to you to help you think right so you can win. What are you about? Hello. What are you about?
Christian, can I ask you a question on that topic? Can I
Yes.
ask you a question real quick? So, and I'm being completely transparent. I grew up in such a bad financial situation. You know, I didn't grow up middle class. I grew up in a basement of a church.
I wonder where you would be if Frank Moreno didn't call you.
Never made that call.
Your dad. I wonder where you would be. I wonder
wouldn't
where
be-
if I didn't build a
wouldn't be here.
relationship with Frank Moreno, who I built a relationship with Steve Clements, who I built a relationship with Alan Fricks before that, who I was in a dadgum restaurant talking to the waiter prospect, and the guy took me to Alan Fricks, who took me to Steve, who took me to Frank, and Frank called your dad, and your dad said, hey, my son's in need. Go ahead, Ace.
Wow.
No,
I wonder what would happen to you, buddy.
I wouldn't be I wouldn't be where I'm at 100%, but
Chances
I'm
are.
zero.
Chances are.
Zero.
I don't know.
Zero.
Nobody knows.
And I don't know.
Nobody
But I
knows.
know, but I look at the family history. I look at, not my father, my mother, but I look like my cousin and stuff like that. But I'm gonna ask you a really honest, heart to heart. I'm gonna ask you a question. When I saw this business, um, all I kept thinking about was my father, my mother, how much they're struggling. Thought about my family. So when I first got started, I don't know if this is a right or wrong question. I'm just asking you. When I first got started, I wasn't thinking I want to save the planet. I was thinking, can I save my family? Can I save myself? I want to take. I hate it, Christian. I hate it the way I grew up. I hated it. Now it's a learning lesson, right? Because my son just got back of 12 days in Spain. Okay, so I get it, but for me, Christian, my question to you is this. I need to get out of this financial crap that I'm living in. I need to take care of me first. Like when I saw Primerica, I saw the vision. I'm like, dude. And I remember you selling me the dream of what happened to you. Christian, this is a true story. When I first got in, you were coming back from Maui. And then you said, man, I spent 5 or 6 days. Ace, you cannot imagine the coconut. You could smell the coconut. I remember this conversation. I could smell, and then I came back to $6,000 worth of check. I'm like, and I literally started crying. I'm like, God, if I can make 600, I'll be excited. I don't know what coconut smells like. So for me, Christian, my question to you is it selfish? And I'm being honest with you guys. I'm like, no, before I can take somebody else, I want to help my dad. I want to get out of this situation that I'm in. I hated it, Christian. When I joined Primerica, my father at that point, 26 years ago, he was still in food stamps. Can I get out of this shithole that I'm in? And then, okay, I'm gonna help you, but I gotta help me too. I gotta help
Okay.
myself.
I have my opinion about this, okay?
Before you give your opinion, I want you to tell me what you said very beginning, the 3 stages of our business.
Yeah.
And I remember this clearly. You said, Tony, first step is survival.
Correct.
You remember that talk, Christian?
Yeah, I remember the talk. I could give the talk.
He said, if you cannot survive here, you're always going to have a job. So your first step is, and I know you know that, is a survival. Your survival. With this opportunity, can you pay your bills? And if you can do that, how are you going to help other people? If Deepak doesn't make 65,000, I don't care how good his heart is, he's not helping his people in India. I know that for a fact. So first step is survival, and you can take over, Christian. I just wanted to, when you said
What's the second
that
step,
came
Tony?
to my mind.
What's the second step?
Significant.
No, that's the third step. The second step is
You're muted, coach.
Thriving.
Thriving.
the second.
Survival,
It's the three
thriving,
S's.
and
Number one, you got to
significant.
figure out how to survive in the world.
Then you gotta
You
succeed.
can't live with your parents forever.
Strive.
Okay. Second is success, and that's about you getting your house, you getting your car, and that's all about what you get. That's all about you, your family. And then the third level of living is having a life of significance.
Significance,
significance is what impact are you having on others? Okay.
And Christian, I think that's where you're at right now. You got yours, and you're so. Again, you sound like you're upset or mad. No, Christian wants to make sure that.
Mad.
Well, you sound like it.
Because
you're like the conversation. Ace, you only made 18,000 last month. right? I want you to go to 50. I want you to go to 100, right? That's the conversation because now your life is about significance. You want to make sure that I'm at your level or better. That's what you're at right now. So all the new folks like Shanderia, right? All the new folks that are here, it's like, man, coach is pissed. No, he wants significance for you. That's your conversation. So I get mad at you, and everybody knows I'll hang up and I'll come back because I respect Christian, right? I'll get mad, I'll hang up and I'll come back and I'm like, peace out. But then I'm like, wait, no, I can't do that. He wants me to win more than I want to win for myself. That's like, listen, folks, Christian, you have a son, right? Christian Jr., right? There's no other man that wants you to be better than him than your father. So I always consider Christian my rich dad. And there's no other man that wants me to be better than him than Christian David. That's the way I look at it, even though I get mad at you. And everybody knows I don't have my feelings really well. But Christian wants me to be better than who doesn't want to override a Christian David? Are you with me? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna sit here, man. Come on, let's go. That's why I'm so freaking proud of freaking Jane Damo, bro. I want them to win so bad. I do.
Let's talk about being mad.
Okay.
Let's talk about that idea.
Yourself. Okay, control yourself.
Let's talk about that idea. Should I be mad at the cash value industry?
Yes.
Hell yeah. I want to freaking burn down my building.
Okay, I'm mad about that. Should I be mad at 90% of the people are on the line going down, falling behind financially in our country, in America? Should I be mad about that?
Sad.
Only 10%. 10% of the people have 85% of all of the equities, all of the stocks, all of the mutual funds. Can you believe that? The bottom 50% of the population has how much of the stocks, equities?
2 to 3%.
2 to 3%. Should I be mad about that? Should I be mad about if you've been working with me for a while and if I looked at your income, should I be mad about that?
Oh, yeah.
If I look at the room on Saturday and I look at your attendance, should I be mad about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I look at the production of our team and I look at the potential of our team and I look at the production where we're at in regards to what we're capable of, should I be mad about that?
Should.
Okay, so anybody that's not operating, should I be mad about how the banks and the financial middlemen when you understand, I went through 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, the 7 ways the insurance industry or the insurance companies make money selling IUL. And Ace, you have 2 companies in your office, I think PHP and World Financial Group, selling IUL in your office.
Yep.
And you said you're mad about that. Should we be mad that there are people going in our friends and our communities and our families and they're in our country selling life insurance as an investment?
Christian,
and it's the worst investment that's ever been created, and it's designed to cannibalize itself.
And Christian, I was
and it's term insurance inside the policy, and they say term's no good, and it's term insurance. And they say, well, it's not, you got it. No, I only.
It's not structured properly.
It's not structured properly.
Ours are structured proper. Well, I ain't never met anybody. I've seen a lot of IULs. Have you seen a few, Gordon? Deepak?
I have seen a few. Yes,
Tony, you seen it? I ain't seen one structured properly yet. And then
Christian,
somebody
me either, Cap.
Can I ask you a question, Christian?
Hold on. I heard
that
on a TikTok, a guy on TikTok was saying the way to win is you have to have a IUL structured properly. So and it's the most awesome thing. And then everybody we meet, how many have been structured properly? Why everybody we meet, nobody has one structured properly, but that's all they talk about. Hey, should I be mad about that? Yes, Gordon, you have your hand up. Very polite.
So,
Go ahead, Jace. I was gonna.
no, my question was that I asked
I'm
one
just
guy.
talking about, listen, if
No,
you're not mad, what are you thinking about? I got a lot to be mad about.
Yeah.
no, my only question was, why isn't even there an option to structure it improperly?
Right, I get it. I get it.
That's the
How is that
question.
even
That's the question. How's that even an option?
how is it even an option to sell a product that has to be structured properly to be any good?
Well, it's too expensive to structure it properly.
It's not. Well, it's interesting because I think the other point that we do miss is it's a transactional business. It's not a relational business, and that was the point I was trying to make. You know, when I started the meeting, it's not about a relationship, because once that you figure out how crappy that product is,
Oh my gosh.
and it takes time quite often. It's down the road. They don't want relationships with their clients 10 years, 15 years down the road, because it's a nightmare when you look at what happens with their products. It's sad. There's no wealth building, there's no honesty, there's no integrity. It's commission up front, high commission up front, low commission long term, and low relational long term, because anybody with it wants to get out of it down the road.
If you go through the entire kitchen table masterpiece, the whole thing gets me mad because most people don't know that stuff. Have I handled being mad?
Yes.
What am I supposed to be happy? When I got suffering around me, people struggling around me, people clueless around me, people have jobs around me, nobody's saving any money. People are, in America, but they're not prospering. What am I supposed to be happy and satisfied and content? Was Art Williams, you ever hear him talk? He never got over what the cash value industry did to his family.
He's mad all the time.
He was just mad all the time.
He was scared, Cap. I'm scared they're gonna shut these companies down and I ain't gonna have nobody to sell life insurance to.
That's right. Exactly right.
Hey, Christian, Gordon took us to see Art Williams when I was in the Bay Shop, and we got to sit, and correct me if I'm wrong, Gordon, we were like the second row from the podium.
We were right up front.
We got there right up front. And I don't know how many years out of the business he had been, but the vein down his front of his forehead. I never forgot the image.
Yeah.
And then the veins in his neck. Right, Tony? We were there together, right? Like you could literally feel the fire from the podium when he was speaking. I was in awe.
That's right.
He was, I mean, you can say he was really internally pissed off at that cash value. You can really see that.
Okay. So, and by the way, getting angry at the industry, Ace.
Yeah.
People getting sold whole life. People being convinced to be an employee their whole life. You know what else gets me angry? It's
Your
like,
wife?
I know from research that the people who get wealthy in America, the number one way they get wealthy is by starting their own business. Did you know that?
Yep. Yeah.
And then I'm trying to show people who want to be wealthy, who wants to be wealthy out of 100 people?
100.
Most.
100. And then I show them a way to start their own business part-time, no risk, financially, no risk to their job, helping people financially. And if the business is too hard for them or too tough for them, if they can't handle talking to people and having people say whatever they say, and then they quit, and go back to their job. At least they have a financial education.
Mm-hmm.
And then what gets me angry is that I'm trying to help them win the money game and get wealthy, and they think I'm weird.
You're trying to scam them.
Oh yeah, right. They think something's wrong with me when the reality is what?
You're the only shot.
They're doing it all wrong.
Yep.
Somebody's getting rich off of them, and they think that's the way it should be, normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I want to get off of that. Thank you guys for those of you who have texted me, Hector, Matt, on what you're going to do today. And anybody else who wants to do that, if you so dare, put your butt on the line, put a little heat on you. So what you put in your mind comes out. Got to have a goal. Goals need to be, what are the 4 or 5 laws about goals? Anybody remember that one, Lynette?
No, I don't.
Specific,
in writing.
measurable,
Specific in writing.
measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely.
Time bound. You got to have a date to have your goal accomplished. Okay, so in my opinion, the most important goal, if you're going to be in our profession, is what?
How many appointments are you going to set?
That's right. It's work creation. We're not in the work processing business. Because you know that if you get on appointments and you're licensed and know what to do, you're going to do what?
We're going to help them out.
Have success. And the biggest problem people have today in today's world is what?
Money?
Anybody?
Yeah, I think money is a good answer.
Money.
No.
Money.
But why don't people have money, especially if you're in our business?
Having people to go see.
And why don't people have people go to see?
They're not recruiting.
Enough appointments.
They're scheduling the time. Not picking up the phone.
They're not recruiting.
Here it is.
I can give you Deepak answer. Not focused.
It's distractions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, focus.
Yeah.
You're just too distracted. Your phone is just a device that distracts you and pulls you away from what you're supposed to do. True or false?
True. That's exactly
You
right.
are doing stuff on your phone that has nothing to do with setting appointments and doing appointments. So the people who win here remove the things on their phone that are ruining their business and their chances.
Distractions.
Distractions, Gordon.
Distractions.
That's it.
Yeah. Bruce Scott
Distractions.
says, the smarter your phone, the dumber you are.
The more things on your phone, the more distractions you have that will get you away from your calling, your purpose.
That's good stuff, Christian. That's good stuff, man.
Your mission, your vision. You need to be focused on your mission, your purpose, your vision, your plan, your goals, not games.
Distractions.
Distractions. Look, I'm all for one of the things that I try to do every day is laugh. And one of the guys I laugh at, I shouldn't even say, I'm not even going to tell you because you're going to go look at him and then you're going to be laughing and that's going to give you another distraction. It's better if you not even know about it. Okay.
Is it Bob Hope?
I'm not, no. Yeah, right. Charlie Chaplin, Jay.
Yeah, bro, you just give out your age for real.
Yeah, for real. Because I think it's important to laugh and have fun.
Yeah.
Laughter is the best medicine, man. So, but do that after you set your 5. Right? If you're gonna don't look at anything until you set your 1, your 2, your 5, whatever your goal is. Do it after as a reward, not as a roadblock, an obstacle that if you continue, you're never going to move up. If you can focus on doing the things that winners do, you will win. Fill your mind, identify, focus on the needs people have, okay? And you invest your time and your minutes and and some time each day doing what you're supposed to do, okay? Realize that showing up and living a life of purpose and having goals and being passionate about your purpose and your mission and your vision those are the very things that set you apart from the rest of the world. That's what makes you different. Being a person that knows what they're doing, believes in what they're doing, has targets, trying to accomplish something. It's not somebody just going to a job to do the bare minimum to get a paycheck to survive. Everything you're learning here is helping you become different from the world. And it's only when you're different do you have people follow you.
That's true.
This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your moment. Why am I mad? Because, Ace, too many people are blowing it right in front of me. They're blowing their opportunity. And then they go to the doctor and get the call, like I got. They have the test and then they get the result, that like I got. And then they think, oh, crap, it might be over. And then they think, damn, that was short. That was fast. And now my time might be, I might not have any more chances. And I don't want anybody to get the call and have any regrets.
Yeah.
All our days are numbered. Everybody's days are numbered. We all only have so much time. And if you're not angry at some things, not all things, but some things got to get you got to get worked up about some things. It's not just, hey, everything's great. Everything's fine. Everything's great. No, everything's not great. True or false? A leader identifies the problems, get angry at the problems, looks for solutions on the problems, and wants to be a part of the solution.
Yes, sir. Hey, when you getting your ass whooped at halftime, coaches, when the team's going at halftime, Cap, and you getting your ass whooped in the first half, it's not a kumbaya session in at halftime when the coach is there.
That's right.
You got to make the adjustments necessary on the fly ASAP, or continue to get your ass whooped. It is what it is.
That's right. So, go ahead.
Christian, what you're saying reminds me of my time when I served in the Air Force. It definitely was, you a team and you fight for it. So I'm not going to fight hard than others, but if others pick up, lay down the slack, you have to pick it up. You have to get out there and do it. I can't let my wingman go down. I can't just sit there and allow someone to tackle them or put them in danger. No, it's my job to pick up my rifle and go after it for, your team, or you protect your family. I really love the way that you talk to us and encourage us. As a family, yes, we get out here and get after it, but you have to do it for you, for yourself.
Right.
And I really appreciate you, being the way you are and having that tough love. Maybe, like I said, I'm used to dealing with that as being a veteran, but it really does motivate me. And I'm looking forward to getting after it. And I appreciate you once again, you taking the time out to do these calls for people like me.
Thank you.
Navy SEAL, girl. You're a Navy SEAL.
That's right. That's right.
Only an airman.
Every now and then, somebody shows up to one of your meetings.
There you go. I was about to say that.
Eventually somebody shows up like Z.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're ready for an opportunity.
That's it. That's
it.
Now anybody has to do to succeed here is to keep the emphasis on action.
Right.
The emphasis must be on outreach, sharing, calls. Hi, my name's Christian David. We got the most mind-boggling business you ever heard of. We haven't met. Purpose of my call, have opportunity to share with you what we're doing. If you like what you hear, I feel we can work together. We'll take it from there. What's better to get together for a few minutes? The emphasis is action, calls, sharing. Hey, what do you think about that? We show people how to move their money out of Capital One, which, by the way, they're doing. Gordon, what's Capital One paying a savings rate, interest rate now?
3%.
Yeah, they do have some accounts at Capital One that are close to 3%. They're high yield accounts.
Yeah, high
And
yield.
Gordon, do you
3.2.
know at 3% or 3.2 how long it takes money to double? You ever thought about that one?
Yeah, it takes a long time.
No, let's say I'm talking to you in your Wolf camera. You ever thought about that one?
I don't
Would
know.
you like to know now that you're thinking about doubling? Would you like your money to double faster or slower?
Faster.
I'm on the appointment now because I got the appointment. Why? Because my emphasis was on
Action.
action. My emphasis was on getting somebody to listen to me. I don't care what you say after you listen to me. Tell me no. Tell me I'm not interested. Tell me I'm full of it. Tell me that was the worst present. I don't care what you say after. All I care about is what?
Tell me something.
Yeah, exactly. All I care about is you knowing what I do. I don't care if you don't like what I do. You're free to do that. All I care about is that you know what I do, because I believe if you knew what I do, you're going to come
You
with
would do
me.
what I do. Yeah.
You're going to join. You're going to join us. You're going to join this mission, because what we have is something good. And that's why I have the courage to talk to you, because I'm introverted. I don't like talking to anybody, but I feel so strongly about what it is we do. I have an obligation. I have a responsibility to share it with you. And not only that, I got opportunity to get wealthy. So, but the combination of obligation, responsibility, and opportunity, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to do my part. You got a few minutes, don't you?
Yep.
Gordon, would you rather have it doubling every 24 years or every 6 or 7 years?
Every 6 or 7 years.
Now, if you could show people how to go from their money doubling every 24 years to every 600 or 700 years and make all the money you ever dreamt of making, does that sound like something you'd like to learn how to do?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I got no problem on the appointment. What's my problem? Shonda?
Saying it.
Get setting it.
I got no appointments.
Getting on an appointment. That's what I was going to say.
And if I don't emphasize appointment setting, or if I don't psych myself up by getting angry at people living paycheck to paycheck, buried in debt, they said 12 years, Prince, they put my butt. I went to Cole Park Elementary, I went to Rockaway Junior High School, and I went to Southwest Miami High School, and I spent a year at Florida State. And not one class was devoted on teaching me how to become a millionaire, how to get wealthy, how to invest, how to win the money game. Not one, not all them years. I get mad about that. So, as we close, when's month end, Gordon? Ace,
April 1st is the month end.
What day of the week is that?
So Wednesday.
Really? So we got 9 days?
Yeah. We got 9 days. We got today, and then we got the rest of this week, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, really 10 days.
And then what's going on April 18?
And then we got the Fast Start School, April 17th and 18th, Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Now, this is going to be fun.
And by the way, that's the end of the first quarter of 2026. First quarter is over. 25% of the year done.
Wow.
Big events is where what happens?
Big decisions.
Big decisions.
Big decisions.
Yeah.
Big decisions. Now, We can emphasize the event. We can maximize attendance. We can get dedicated now and realize the key. Shonda, you had 17 there.
Yes,
from
sir.
13 live. Is there anything you feel you did to have for you to enable you to have the most people there? Do you think there's anything you did that other people did not do other than Augusto and Miguel not show up at all? Sorry about that. I apologize. Go ahead, Chanda.
I don't know. I just talk about it all the time. I just keep on talking about it.
Why do
Every
you talk
time.
about it all the time?
So that it's on their mind, it's in their calendar. I mean, it's no excuse. Every time I talk to them on the phone or we meet on Sundays or I just keep talking about it. It's important. It's important for them to be able to meet people and touch and agree and connect with other people and, meet the leaders, get the environment, feel the energy. I mean, I was raised in person. So, this Zoom stuff, after a while, you just feel disconnected. So I think it's just important for people to be able to connect with other people. And because they may not connect with you. They may not connect with you. So, it's important for them to have the exposure and get to shake hands and talk to Jay and Damo and Ace and Gordon and Deepak and, everybody else, because there are going to be some people that don't connect with you. So it's important to get them in the room with other people that they can connect with. And if I hadn't gotten that early, I don't know.
Right. Right.
Christian, can
Anybody
I
else?
say something? Can I
Did
say something
anybody else
about
get
Ron
anything
Schmidt?
out of the Saturday? I mean, for being there, for those of you, Sim, do you get any? That was your second meeting live, right?
Yes, it was.
You
Actually,
get
third. Came to the
third. You get
the
any?
big
What do
event
you
and
think
gave it
about
third.
live versus Zoom?
Definitely better. It's more personable. You get some real knowledge. You get some true interaction. You see people's real feelings towards what's going on, how they really. You get to actually interact with those people afterwards and get their take. In all honesty, I believe. I wanted to say how Lynette's talk, of course, caught me
Ooh.
because it helped my it. She allowed my friend that came with us to hold her $100,000 ring. She didn't know what to
Ooh.
do with that ring, and come to find out she's been in the business before too. Little did Lynette know. So she held that ring and she's like, I don't know what to do. She didn't take a look at it. I talked to her afterwards, and she has so much to say on how much
Wow.
different, more personable this group is and how we actually care about people. And I got to actually see that manifest as she went through her ups and downs through that meeting. So
That is beautiful. That right that meeting. It's one thing to see Lynette
yeah, on
on the
camera,
computer.
it's different.
To shake Lynette's hand, to get a hug. Here's my ring. Check it out. You can have this. What's that worth?
Right. That's so
It's
much.
valuable. That's what she did to Dominique and I. Put that ring on our finger, showed us the vision. Those little things like that with the leadership. That's what keep people locked in, man.
Right.
That's teamwork right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Lynette's awesome. I was having a really rough Saturday and I walked in her office and I was like, sell me the dream, please. I'm just having a rough Saturday. And she's amazing.
Yeah, that's one thing that really stood out to me because I noticed how you could see a little bit on my friend's face. She wasn't really in the right comfortability yet. And it was like she read that. And I just thought that really showed, like you said, a difference. It's not all over Zoom. It's not all, okay, I'm seeing this person, but they're not touchable. They're not attainable to be around or reach. You see, you can reach that level.
I'm so thankful for that. Guys, y'all not gonna make me cry. I put my eyeliner on for the day. I have people to meet. But she held her head down. She was, like this, kind of. And so, I really wasn't sure. All I know is is I did feel that energy, Sam. I did. And then even when she was getting ready to leave, she was the last person, I think I was the last person she saw when she walked out the door. And I happened to walk by. I said, "Hold your head up, sis."
Yeah, she said that.
She told us
It's
about
She
that.
said that.
wow. And see,
Yes,
sometimes,
sir.
sometimes we need to be told, queens,
Mhm.
to
Yeah,
hold your head up. Because we do.
absolutely.
Just like men, just we carry a lot around.
Mhm.
And there are some people out here like you, Sam, that, see the best in other people. And I'm just thankful to be able to share in that. So yeah, fix your crown. I know that's right, Jay.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
Thank
you.
you.
Christian, I
Thank
just
you.
had one thing I very early on in your message today, I just wanted to share this real quick. I have a really dear friend of mine who has lost a considerable amount of weight by using the medicine, the GLP ones.
Ozempic.
Yeah, I have my thoughts about that. I have very strong opinions. If you want to hear about that, we can have a side conversation. But very strong opinions, very strong. And this person lost a considerable amount of weight, so she goes back to the doctors, and she said the doctor told her this was the time that now she needs to start going to the gym so that she can continue on, with the weight loss. Well, guess what she told the doctor? I don't like to sweat. So in my mind, I'm like, here it is, Cherie. They give you a magic pill in order for you to lose the weight. So that starts you off, Hector. But you're too lazy. This is in my mind. Again, this is Lynette chapter 12, verse 6. If you want to hear my strong opinions, this is not time for it. But I'm just saying, you're too lazy to go the rest of the way in order to be able to stay off the diabetes medicine, in order to be able to help perpetuate the ridiculousness of heart disease and stuff like that. You told the doctor you don't like to sweat? So I related that to our business. People want the magic pill. And it's funny, the pastor just said that this morning, that he said the reason why most people get scammed is because they're looking for the magic pill. They don't understand the work involved, but that's the reason why we must recognize our uniqueness. Because I would dare say that 48 people that showed up here at 9 o'clock, 8:45, whatever this morning, we recognize the uniqueness in this business in order to be able to sweat. We got to be okay with the workout, right, Jay? We got to be okay with, and you're absolutely 100% correct, Christian. If I don't get my workout in the morning, my Bible study in the morning, I'm feeling bad and I'm laying in the bed trying to go to sleep, mad because I didn't do it, right?
Yeah.
But you have to, and again, everybody is different. Some people work out better at night.
Right.
The point I'm trying to make by all of this is we got to stop looking for the magic pill. There's still people on here that are looking for the magic pill. We got to be okay with the sweat. How you
That's
gonna
right.
tell the doctor? And as a matter of fact, I'm paying for some of this
I'm
money.
curious,
I'm
Lynette,
paying
what
for
did the
some of this
doctors?
money that's going to these people that are getting these GLP ones who are too lazy to go walk or take a walk around the block. I'm sorry, I did say I was not going to give my strong opinions about that, didn't I? But come on. I don't know
I'm
what the doctor
curious,
said.
what did the doctor say back to her when she says, "I don't like to sweat"?
I don't know. Imagine though, the doctor's so numb, Christian. The
If the
doctor's
doctor
numb.
was worth his salt,
Right.
because the Ozempic long-term effects
I don't
are
even know.
unknown, and there are some very negative consequences coming out.
I don't even wanna. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, not going to get into all of
Just
that.
the thought. The thought.
The thought is that if you're looking for a shortcut or an easy way to get in shape, to have the body of your dreams,
There ain't no way.
or to build a business, or to get the, when you find the easy way, please put me on the call first list. Because I've been looking a long time, and Lynette.
For the shortcut.
I've been looking my whole life for the shortcut.
The shortcut.
And I can't find one.
Shortcuts are long cuts, says Bruce.
That's what Bruce Cox said.
Yep.
All right, I'm sorry.
All right.
Christian, real quick, fun fact about Ron Schmidt for April. Ron Schmidt, by the way, for those of you guys don't know, Ron Schmidt overrides Joe Tanzi, Frank Dillon. Okay, actually, Ron Schmidt helped field train Frank Dillon. Okay. So that's he trained Frank Dillon. I remember the story where he actually was Super Bowl. It was a Super Bowl Sunday, and Ron Schmidt said, "Yep, I'll take you to an appointment." Frank Dillon. He decided, wait, Super Bowl Sunday. We're still gonna go. That's number one. Number two, Ron Schmidt was the first person. I'm like 99% sure because I know my history. He was the first person in Primerica under 30 to hit triple digit recruiting before Frank Dillon existed. Okay. So Ron Schmidt is no joke. Ron Schmidt is a man's man in Primerica. So I just want to share that with you that April 17th and 18th is going to be on fire. It's going to be next level stuff because Ron Schmidt has his stripes on his shirt. Okay. So just want to share that.
Ron Schmidt is Ron and Felicia are very dear friends of Roxanne and I. And I've had an opportunity. Think about this. Out of all the places, how much coast does Florida have? Coastline.
A lot of coastline.
A lot of beaches.
Mm-hmm.
How many beach towns? The West Coast, East Coast.
A lot of beach towns.
Okay. Out of all the beach towns in Florida, Ron and Felicia get a really nice oceanfront condo, which has a see-through. You can see the ocean, and then you can see the west, sunset, sunrise. And we get a beach house 2 miles from them. And the last 5 years, we've had a chance to grow, have dinners, spend time in each other's homes. And he's about as good of a leader, human being as it gets.
I've seen y'all be kicking it with Bruce too, right? And Kathy?
Exactly right.
That's what's up.
And one thing that he is great at, or one thing that he is dedicated to, is what? Anybody know?
I tried to look him up. He doesn't really seems like he's a real low key guy. He don't really do too much on social media.
He's a serious reader.
Self-improvement.
He's a self-improvement maniac. So when he speaks,
straight knowledge.
Exactly. It's like when after he's done on Saturday, he's going to speak Friday evening, Saturday. You're going to know exactly why he's made, I don't know, 26. He's like in the top, why he's one of the people who have really made the most money in our business, in our company.
Sheesh.
And it's not by accident. And he went on an appointment with Frank Dillon to see Frank Dillon. I think he was field training somebody during the Super Bowl. How many people are willing to do that?
Not many.
So there's no luck about Ron's success. He was willing to do what most people aren't. And he's continuing that leadership. And he's all about, when I think about him and knowing him, and I know what he does each day, and I know when his meetings are, and I know how he invests his time. How does Ron invest his time?
Into only things that matter.
And what are the things that matter that I've learned from Ron Schmidt Jr.? And I was completely unaware of this until maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, I don't know. I was going to say building relationships with people, but you've been knowing that longer than 2 years.
Yeah, but I didn't know to the extent he builds relationships, Matt.
Yeah. Ron, I got an opportunity to meet him, and he's just a normal dude. He's awesome. Like, that's my favorite part about this whole business is when you meet these people like Christian, they're just regular guys that decided to change their life. And the fact that we have that opportunity here is, I mean, Deepak, man. This dude is just a regular dude. He's the coolest guy in
Yeah.
the world. You talk to him, he's nice. He'll answer your call. He'll call you back when you send a message. Ron was the same way. Like when I went to this Band of Brothers thing, and they're like, "It's gonna be $10 million earners there." Like, I was intimidated, and I stayed up till 2 in the morning smoking a cigar with Joe Ortiz. Like, these
It's just,
people are
yeah.
normal people.
The relationships built here are different. Like I've worked a lot of jobs and I've never really seen like employees like build relationships, like, and you could be working somewhere with someone for 20 or 30 years and still not build that relationship that's built
That's right.
here in forge on like one trip. Like one trip you can forge a relationship and be locked in with someone forever.
That's right.
You know?
And when you talk to people, Jay, you know why they are where they are. When Bruce opens his mouth and says something, you know why. When Ron says something, you know why Ron. When Deepak talks, you know that these people are different. It's like, damn, I want to be like that, man. That's why I'm here still, because I was listening to Christian's SoundCloud call since 2000 whatever, right? And so we come here to this place, and really, the best part about this business is it's an opportunity to totally not only change your life, but all of your generations forever to come.
And when Christian speaks, it's not mad, it's passion. Passion
That's
comes
right.
out of his body.
Well, sometimes he's mad, but that's okay.
But it's still passion.
Yeah.
If I'm mad, I told you the things I'm mad about.
That's right.
Yep.
They're legitimate.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not mad about those same things, you and I are different.
And you probably are not going to be able to make it.
I don't know. I don't condemn anybody. I'm just saying, when I think about the state of the union, the state of most people, the state of people's income that I'm in business with, and I look at what they can do, and I look at where they're at, and I look at how they use their time, some things get me angry. I pay attention. I'm aware. I have acuity. What is acuity?
The ability to see things as they're happening.
Yeah, it's like being aware of what's going on. Okay, and then your brain says, "Oh my gosh, look at that person. Look what they could be doing. Look at where they're at. Look at the opportunity. Look at what some people are doing." And then you like, this is something's off here. Something ain't right. There's a disconnection. A wire is disconnected somewhere. We need to solder that thing together. Ron has 75 RVPs, 5 earning over $1 million a year, and his goal is to have 100 RVPs earning $300,000 a year. Wow. His total dedication is helping people move up. So
you need to send me that for the flyer. That's what I asked you for, was that.
I sent it to you, man.
To where? On Telegram?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll try to check your text.
I think it was on leaders, dream chasers, leaders.
Is that not where Matt was? Okay, anyway. So, all right. So, this is, it's not a cliche to say this is your chance to change your family tree generationally. That's the facts, Jack. Now, I don't know what you have to do. That to say this is an opportunity for you to turn your life around is not overstating it. That's the fact. You can change your life by having an emphasis on sharing your personal testimony, your story, letting the world know what you are about. Letting the world know about your purpose, your vision, letting them know you are on a mission. You don't know about everybody else, it doesn't matter, but that you are a person on a move. You have thought about it. You have dreamt about it. You have got the details of what you're doing. You're competent, and you have now made a decision to do something. And you're just letting people know what you do because maybe they'd want to be a part of it because what you're doing is so good. Does that make sense? Let's go make it happen today. Proud to be in business with you. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you move up.
Thanks, Cap.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sending me your goals. Those of you